Do you have any parting advice for anybody who is in your position, specifically somebody relocating to the Twin Cities from wherever, whether it's Atlanta or somewhere else? Anything that you wish you had known, anything that you wish you had maybe done differently, or anything that like you just think people should be aware of?
I would say look at the videos on YouTube, because like when I look at your videos, right, like I think about like when you're looking at houses like in those home apps, right, and then they have that 3D tour that you can actually walk through. That's kind of like how those videos are for us.
Yeah.
You get to actually look at the city. Like if you don't have the means to like come down here and actually see it for yourself, those videos help a lot.
That's like the whole idea. And even if you are here, it's like, where do you start? It's a huge metro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that probably was definitely the most helpful for us, for sure.
Yeah.
Just make sure you just know, I mean, and then ask around. I know you mentioned it like quite a few times on your videos, like to look up, was it niche?
Yeah.
Niche.
Yeah.
I've looked it up several times. Really good. There's nothing like getting an actual review from someone that lives there.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you an idea of where you want to be. I still do that now, even now with certain neighborhoods. But I mean, it's amazing. It's a good tool. It's a good tool to have.
Cool. Good to hear.
Another thing is, whether it's your first time buying a home or umpteenth time, like get a lender early.
Yes.
Like make sure you are prepared. I've heard so many stories where people were not prepared for like just for credit or anything, like just making sure all your ducks are aligned in a row. If you start early, then it's a lot more simpler than you going out looking at a house and then realize you can't get it, or the contract falling through because, for whatever reason, you didn't have this or that. Like, it's just, it makes it a lot more smoother when you are just prepared to it's not like buying a home, it's exciting and then it's like nerve wracking at the same time, because it's like when they are lending you money, like they're going to look at everything. Like, I was like, when we bought our first home, it was just like, bank kept calling me like, well, where did this money come from? Like, where did this, do you have the proof that you put? I was like, it's in my bank account.
Yeah.
The check, like, but it's just like, just always be prepared. Like, just start. It's never too
early
late to start early, I guess.
Yeah. That is great advice though, because like the fun part of it is looking at homes online and checking them out in person. But yeah, the actual where most people should start, all people really, is with the pre-approval.
I had people who I met here, this is pretty recent, great people, but they kind of put the cart before the horse. They had already had their house under contract. I met them here, they were visiting for like 2 weeks, and they were already under contract, didn't have pre-approval, and their job situation with the relocation complicated that for them.
Oh, no.
And so they were really in a really tight spot.
Yeah.
We got them a house, they're under contract,
That's
it's going
awesome.
good, but it was like a all hands on deck, like red alert, wow, remember that video game? Red alert? Wow.
Red alert.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right? Whoa, I haven't thought about that in a while.
I think, and even just to kind of like to add on to that, like keep an open mind. Like you think you might have something, but I mean, go with your gut. We're definitely feelers. We have to feel the home. But just because you think you might want, I mean, we totally wanted a house. We ended up with a condo. So I feel like you just need to keep an open mind. If it feels good to you, then just do it.
Mm-hmm.